Hello. Hello, hello. Um, it is January 27th, 2026. I want to speak about one thing that's on my mind today, and that thing being I don't know if anyone else struggles or navigates this dynamic within themselves, but it's very interesting for me how we kind of lose sight of where we're going, and we lose sight of the kind of end goal, or like how close we are to getting the right thoughts or to achieving the result that we've been working so hard to obtain. And for me, I feel like sometimes it's very easy to just lose sight of how close you are to getting the thing that you're moving towards, or like it's hard to know how close you are if you stop efforting, right? And I feel like it's very easy to get down on yourself, and it's very easy to let let the demons win, or like let your mind be distracted, right? One thing that I've been working on is being on my phone less, and putting my phone away and focusing on things like reading. And it's really interesting for me. I feel like we're all capable of going a little bit harder than what we have been. I think we condition ourselves to always be distracted, right? And I know that for me it's very easy sometimes to just be on my phone, or to distract, or to let's watch a movie, or let's get on Instagram or whatever. And your goal is you're closer to your goals than you actually realize. Like you are like a couple degrees of separation from getting the thing that you want, whether it be like the job you want, whether it be like the relationship you want, whether it be whatever it is. It comes from you having belief in yourself, and you having the willingness to take the next step towards where you're going, right? And it doesn't have to be this like Hail Mary every day. You don't have to figure it all out today, but you can take that one step towards what you're aiming at, right? Ultimately, you don't want to be in response to what's happening around you, but you kind of want to be the one dictating the temperature, right? You want to be the thermostat, not the hot or the cold, right? You don't want to be the person experiencing someone else's thermostat. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I think there are times in life where it's important to be within somebody else's efforts, but the things that you ultimately want are way, way closer than you realize. They are way closer to what you want. You are closer to what you want than you realize, right? This life is not about huge emotionally draining effort. This life is about accepting that who you are, you are worthy of all the things that you want, be it a family, relationship with God, a thriving business, an amazing house, impact, vision, all these things. It's about you realizing. And another big one for me is like being a great athlete and having a great physique, right? But it's in realizing that you already are that person, and you don't have to throw Hail Marys to get other people in reality to like see you that way, right? I think it's if you just realize you are that and then take daily steps to have the reflection of the world see you that way, you're going to be just fine, right? Ultimately the more that you like try to convince other people of your worth, the less that anyone's going to see you that way, right? So you'd have to garner self-respect for yourself by doing things that builds evidence that you are who you say to yourself that you are. If I say to myself, I am a professional soccer coach, or I am um, a great soccer player, or I'm a great athlete, then I have to give myself evidence of that. I have to do things consistently that person, that version of me would do. It's why it's so important. If you make a promise to yourself, you have to keep that promise. If you tell yourself you're going to do something, for example, I was having a conversation and this person said how they were going for a run and it was like icy and snowy outside and they almost didn't go for that run. They almost mentally checked out and they almost mentally said, I can't do that. But they did it anyway. And it was so important that they did that because when we tell ourselves that we're going to do something, or when we have an expectation for ourselves about something that we want, we owe it to ourselves to always to move towards that thing, always to step into that thing and say, I'm remaining consistent in my forward progress towards this thing about myself that I believe, right? Whether it be like I have a great relationship with God. So what is somebody who does those things? They go to church, they pray, they spend quiet time with God. What is somebody who is in a relationship? How do they behave? They treat their partner really well. They do acts of service. They're loving. They make time. They become available for the things that matter. If I say that I'm an athlete, if I say I want to be, a great soccer player, right? Well, did I train this week? Did I play this week? Right. And it's that evidence that you stack up, right? And then it's staying connected to what your ultimate vision is for your life, for your thing. What are the things that you're moving towards? Right. And it's so important that you realize that it's all about having a calm, balanced nervous system and being composed, having composure, right? And composure is not detachment, but composure is basically saying you're not going to react to all these external circumstances and you're going to stay grounded in who you are and you're going to move forward and you're going to hold the hold I don't like the word frame, but like hold the vision, right? Everyone else can be freaking out around you, but you hold the vision of where you're going and what you're doing. You hold the belief that where you're going and what you're doing is going to happen. And you just move forward. You say, I am this, and you move forward. You say, I will become this, and you take steps towards that. Right? If you believe in your intuition and your soul and your gut that this is the destination for you, you're going to have a great marriage, you're going to be a successful marathon runner, a professional athlete, you're going to have a great business, then okay. Then nothing that happens around you should sway you from your progress and your movement towards that. And the goal is to keep your nervous system calm and prepared and easy. You have to ease into things. You have to allow things to happen. You have to say yes to the next step of your life and not be so concerned with this and that. Have you noticed how many How many birthdays and Christmases and holidays have come around? It's like all these things around you, they're going to keep happening that are external from you, but ultimately, like, where are you trying to get to? And are you going to stay consistent with the progress of that? Are you going to stay consistent with the way that you're moving in life, right? You will beat anyone on a long enough time horizon if you just stay consistent to what matters to you, right? No one's playing the game that you're playing. You're playing a game that you have created for yourself. So there's no way that you lose. You just get there at whatever pace that you want to go at. So, altogether, balance the nervous system, remain composed, keep moving towards what you truly believe is where you want to go.